Welcome back to the Niagara Learning Channel. We're on with the graphics now for this IQVISION supervisor, and I'm just currently sorting out all the points to put them in order so I know what I need to do graphic wise. So I'm looking at the shunt pumps at the moment, and we've got shunt pump 1 and shunt pump 2. So let me just move them across there. And shunt pump 2, I'll put that fail in there. And shunt pump 1 for boiler 1, I'll put that fail in there. Let's square it up. And I think there's no more shunt pumps. Let's just see here. No, I think that is it. No doubt if we come across another one. So let's duplicate that and put that border around that one, and duplicate and put the border around that one. Let's move that across to there to keep it a bit tidy. So now we've got CT pumps. So CT pump 1 and 2. So we've got CT2 pump. Okay, so we've got two sets of pumps here. CT1 and CT2. And CT1 flow. So I must have a control key Z. CT1 flow. CT2 flow. What else? CT1 and 2 fail. I've actually done that wrong, haven't I? CT1s are over there. I haven't put it in numeric order, so CT2's over there. CT1. Let's take that pressure unit. Now, we don't have the pressure unit at the bottom, so I think we should have that at the bottom. So let's, while we think on, let's take that pressure unit and cut it. And I want to go into the bottom nav file, pressing control key, bottom nav, go into edit mode, and this is actually a key piece of plant, so we definitely want that. Now we haven't got any chilled anyway, but I'm just going to put LTHW boilers pressurized unit, and I've got plenty of space to put that in there, so that's fine. And we can then close that down, and it's another thing we don't need to put on the on this page. We take the CT pump CT2 set. Again, I've done it the wrong way around. CT1, CT2. I'm actually going to put them, because I don't learn from my mistakes, so I'll put them the right way just for the moment. Right, CTs, disable CT1 pump changeover, so that can go there. Disable CT2, that can go there. Lead boiler, right, so that lead boiler, that needs to go into the boiler folder, which is going to be down there. Duty CT pump 2 on. Duty CT 2, so it's that, I would say. Let's move these down a bit out of the way. Duty CT pump 1. I think that will be it for them. Right, what else have we got? I want to go down another one there. Outside air, outside heat available, pipe frost, set point, boiler flow set point. Right, we definitely need clear heating flow fail alarms. So that is going to be these probably. Is there any more? No, there's no more flows, is there? So it's definitely these. Boiler 1 module flip could be that as well. I'm just going to duplicate that and actually put that there as well. I know it's a copy, but the outside air temperature I don't need because it's up here at the top, so we can get rid of that. Now I need to do some, because we've got boiler, so that we've got more items for the boilers here. Disable boiler changeover, we'll put that there. Boilers, 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 we'll put them down there. And then heat available set point, they could actually stay as, oh, lead boiler, here we go. Oops. Control key Z, we want lead boiler, so we've got lead boiler 3, so we've got them there. So let's just take that, come on, out of the way, take them and put that in its position there. So those are our CT pumps done, I think. So take that and take that, duplicate, heating override on. I think what we'll do there is we'll put them up with that one. Boilers outside frost, we'll put that one up with that, and then we'll put a box around that one. So I think we've got everything in order here. We just got to do the graphics for it. So we've got 2 boilers and we've got a CHP. So let's just move some of these across out of the way. I never put a border around that. Boiler and CHP common flow, future expansion flow, primary flows. Just duplicate, put that on there, reorder to the bottom. I'm going to delete this at the moment, get it out of the way. Can always put it back later. It's only a drag and drop, as you know. And I'm just putting these out of the way so I've got a bit of a template space to work with. I'm going to do the boiler enables first, so I could actually just keep that there. I'm not doing the pumps yet. They're the demands for the boilers. Just move that out of the way for the moment. CT pumps, we're not doing the CT pumps yet. And those are the boiler shunt pumps. So let's get a boiler, and I want, in my library, I want to get some boilers. That's air systems, water systems, electrical. We are going to go under water systems, aren't we? Boilers. What boiler should we use? Let's use that one. So when you drag it across, you've got a blank space there now. You've got nothing in there at all. You haven't got a picture, you can't see anything. So I'm going to take this enabled here. Let me just reorder that to the bottom. I'm going to take this enabled, and I'm going to take the ORD, the bound ORD for that, Control key C, and in this graphic here, I'm going to paste the ORD. Now I want the pipes going the other side. I want to put my boilers here, or unless I work from that side back, but let's see if I can find another boiler that's actually not got the pipes on that side. I don't know why I'm doing that, because I don't need to do that. I've got it already in its memory. Now I've got pipes the other side there, but I don't think this plant will have a boiler like that, personally. So let's go to that one, and let's try this one. Let's see whether this one works. And yes, that one would work as well. I don't know. Let me just put you on pause. So let's try another one. Let's go for this one, and let's see whether this one works. That's similar to that other one, isn't it? Let's have a look at this one and see whether this is better. That's a really industrial one. I don't think that's going to work very well for me. So let's see what this one is. And that would work for me. That's a boiler. Let's have a look at a couple of more. And let's check this one here. That one won't work for me. So we don't want that. We don't want that. We don't want that. We don't want that. And we don't want that. So we're going for that. So I don't know what it looks like when it's on, but let's check that out now. So come out of edit mode, and that's enabled. Doesn't really do much, does it? I think I am going to not use that. I'm not going to use that one. And I'm going to move all my bits across to this side and start from what I was going to use in the first place and put the point into there. And then I'll duplicate that, place that on top, and I'll duplicate that, place that on top. Duplicate the boiler, and boiler 2 enabled. Control key C, Control key V, paste that in there, and we want the enable, so duplicate the enable, put that there, and duplicate the healthy and put that there. So there's my 2 gas boilers. That module is going to go probably underneath there, out of the way. And now the CHP. What do I use for the CHP? Let's see what we've got. Do we have a CHP here? No, looking at this, we don't have a CHP. Valves, electrical system, and UI miscellaneous is just arrows and right. I don't know what to use for CHP. Let me put you on hold and let me think about. Well, I could use a Niagara package. There's a CHP in the Tridium N4. N4. Where are you? Kit N4. You're not going to be under miscellaneous, are you? No, you are not. I don't suppose you're going to be under electric. No, you're not. And you're certainly not under boilers. And you won't be under heat exchangers. CHP. Now I've used CHP before on a kit. Was it kit building? They've got a CHP somewhere. HVAC. Miscellaneous. Let me put you on pause and let me try and find this. Well, that took some finding. Kit PX building under HVAC and others. CHP unit. Right, so what I'll do here is I will put that inside a picture because I don't want it as big as that. Control key C, copying the image, putting it in the picture, delete that, and I want the CHP, probably the same size-ish. Suppose that could go across there. Right, CHP, I think I'm going to move that now back out of the way to over there, and there's our CHP there. So I'll enable, duplicate, let's get that in line with that one. And health, which is in fault. Yeah, well, anyone who knows about BMS as such knows that not that many CHPs actually work all the time. Right, so we need flow and returns, and we're going to put them all to a header, I would have said. So let's start. I want piping, and I don't want that pallet. I want that pallet. Piping, horizontal, and horizontal for the other one. Flow at the top. Now, do we put two headers here? I don't know. I know that we've got the pumps there. Let's just bring that down some more because I need to put a pump, and I know the pump's on the flow. So let me just get you, well, I'll get it from a palette. I've done another pump on another page, but let me get it from the palette. Just to show you how it's done. Inline, horizontal, right. No, I'm going left. Don't want that one, I want that one. So again, you can't see anything at the moment. And the pumps, boiler 1, shunt pump enabled. Reorder to bottom. In fact, let me just click all these just in case I've missed any. I'm pressing the control key down and clicking the mouse button over the edge of these. Right click, actions. Really? Right click. No, not order, not actions. Reorder to bottom. Right. Boiler 1 shunt pump. Control key C. Control key V. That's my boiler 1 shunt pump there. Flow for that. Enabled, flow and healthy. Take all them, duplicate and put them at the side there. Duplicate these, duplicate, bring it down to this one, and delete, 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 shunt pump 2, copy, paste, put them there, take the enable, control key C, paste it into here, control key V. Now there's no shunt pump for the CHP, duplicate, can we get away with that, do you reckon? Reorder to top. No, we can't. Delete. Right, CHP. These are our CHPs. I will put CHP at the bottom under CHP. Flow and return temperature sensor. So let's go to our sensors. Not valves, sensors, and temperature horizontal. Drop that on there. Down one. Duplicate it. Put it in line. Go down with the arrow. Flow. Duplicate. Return. Duplicate. Put that there and there and move them across further. CHP available, not available. Okay, we'll leave that as it is. I'm just wondering whether to put not available underneath there. I know it's in the box, but if we want to delete the boxes after they can, let's go down another one there. Alright, fire alarm and all that lot, we can bring that down there out of the way. That can stay down there. Move these across. And CT pump, where am I going to put you? Bear in mind all this lot eventually will be moved across further because we will put in that navigation bar back in again. But I just want the space at the moment. In fact, I can actually just get rid of that as well while we're at it, just to give me the space that I need. Move that across there. Right, they are all going to go to headers. So let's take a pipe again. We want one of each, but vertical this time. And we want vertical there as well for that one. And we're going to expand them. That will do for me. And I will take that one first and drop that down to there. And then take this one, move it across, and that is going to go into there. That is going to go into there. And then we need some, we don't need it that big, do we? Mind you, we don't know what we're doing on the other side, i.e. this side with all the pumps. Let's just bring them down there and take that and put that across to there. So we've got a header for our flow and a header for our return, and we want to put some arrows there. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? I want to go to ends. Here we go. Left and right. Put that there. Put that there. Move it across. Too much. Move it left. Too much. Press Control. Right arrow once, right arrow twice. Left arrow once, left arrow twice. Take them to duplicate. Up arrow. Left arrow once, two. Take that. Duplicate. Left arrow one. No, needs left arrow two. Left arrow two. Come out of edit mode. That is no good. So press Control key. Left arrow one. Press Control key, right arrow one. Come out of edit mode. Press Control key, left arrow one. That's the direction arrows. Okay, that looks okay for me. I think we've put some text there. Duplicate just one of these. And we'll put header. And take that. Put it in the center. Align center. Put that there. I presume we might as well duplicate that and put that there as well. Right, now we've got pumps to go through, and none of them are VT, they're all CT. Now, I've already done pumps on another page. So this is my hot water page, where I've got my pumps there. 2 plate heat exchangers. Return, secondary return pump there. So that was done. I did this while I was waiting for the video to load up my kitchen. I've got my fan, my flow fan with the heater battery there, my extract, hence that's why the arrow's going that way. In fact, let's just duplicate that and let's just put that the other side as well as. And what else have we got? The pool water. Again, 2 pumps there. Valve. These are high limit valves. These are your returns. And that's not that good there. So I'm just going to click on that. Control key, right arrow 1. Control key, right arrow 1. Control key, right arrow 1. That looks better. Yeah. And all these are the points that we've put in order and put them in the relevant main pool for this. Learner pool for this. Learner pool heat exchanger. Main pool 1, main pool 2 heat exchangers. Just your standard fire alarm stuff there. Fast standard modes there. And the primary pumps for these two here. CWS tanks. Again, you've got all the boxes there, but they're also all on here as well. Fan coils, all I did there was put them in boxes. I didn't mess around with any graphics. There, they've got all the points there, but I didn't mess around with any graphics. I presume I could do a pop-up. If I click on that, pops up a fan coil, and but I just not bothered. Extract fans. Couldn't find anything for extract fan 2, only the healthy. So there's no adjustments, no DP, nothing like that. Miscellaneous. We got our overhead door heaters there. We got our sump pumps here. An AT1 fan and AT2 fan with the reheat valves. That's that one. Meters, simple gas meters, and then the water meters, all in the same order. Incoming, a daily, total, monthly reset, all in the same order from there. Alarms we can forget about because nothing's happening with that. Schedulers, we can actually forget about that, so I don't know why I clicked on that. Room areas. So we go straight to the sports hall now with the sports hall and the wind catcher information. And then the studios is this one. Community areas there. Changing area is that one with the heater batteries. The gym, again, 2 heater batteries there. And the creche, no heater batteries there. I mean, as you've probably seen, I have put another tab in there in the navigation for the heater batteries. So they're all the heater batteries, smaller version of the heater batteries. And some of them are overridden, as you can see, because that temperature sensor is not working, so they've overridden it. I don't know why they've overridden that one. I can understand one of them, the kitchen one, this one, they've put the set point to 10. It's 31.4 degrees apparently in the kitchen at the moment. So naturally that's not going to be wanting it. Cafe, they've put up to, they've overridden to 100%, and it is 30.1. And I'm not going to take that override off, but personally I would take that override off because that's quite warm. And that is it. So we've still got to do the heating plant, which we're doing now, and then we still got to do the AHUs. This one's already been done. This was done ages ago on another site, Tridium Niagara controller. So we're carrying on with the heating. So I already did the pumps. And really, I don't like reinventing the wheel. So I'd rather go and get the pumps from what I've already done here. Copy. Heating. Paste. Take that. Duplicate. Put that there. Reorder to bottom. Take out that. Take out these. Right, so CT pump 1 and pump 2. So there's, I think what I'm going to do is just duplicate that, and I'm going to put this as CT 1 and a small a. Put that there, duplicate, put that there. Take this, all of this again, and duplicate it. And at CT 2A and 2B. B. Right, let's put some information on here now. So CT pump 1, duplicate. Place that there. In fact, I'll duplicate all this. Duplicate. Pump 2 can go there. Flow can go there. Healthy can go there. Healthy can go there. Take this one, duplicate. That can go there. That can go there. Flow can go there. Healthy can go there. Healthy can go there. I'm just checking this point. CT heating pumps flow. Okay. I'm just wondering why that is a green background with a pop-up, because we won't. I think there was one that they put a history on there. That's the reason why. Yeah, there was one. This is going back a few videos now, but there was one where they put the history on the flow. So that's, I've just brought it back through to here. CT pump 1 flow fail. Yeah, we've done them. So we've done all them, and we've done all them. And we could duplicate that. Put that just underneath there. And that is the CT pumps there. So what other pumps have we got? We've got right, they've also then, I think what's happened here, because I've done my pool pumps there, which we can put in there. And where was my other pumps? My hot water pumps. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll take them, and we'll take that, we'll copy the hot water pumps, we'll go to heating, and we'll paste the hot water pumps in there. This is going to be awkward now, because I'm going to select some text there now, and I didn't want to select the text if I can help it, so I'm going to have to do it individually. Click on that, and that. Oh, trust me. That. I'm going to miss the T's, aren't I? Not to worry, I'll come back for them. Bring that down there. And it's about there, I think. And move that out of the way. That T there. And that T there. Get rid of that because I haven't finished with them at the moment. And that's my flow there. And that is my HWS, isn't it? So if I duplicate that and put that there, HWS A, and duplicate HWS B. And now we've got some more pumps to put in, which is come out of that mode, heating. So we've done the hot water pumps. In fact, let me just go back there and let me just do that there as well. Let me copy that. Go to hot water. Paste that there. That would do. No, I'll put it up at the top. And move that there. And the other one was, what was it again? Hot water was one side of the pumps, and can't be pure water because, oh yes it is pure water, of course it is. So take that, Control key C. I'm not copying in this bottom one, I'll add it in when I'm on the page. Heating, paste, I can come down some more because I need to come down because of that one. So let's come down some more there. Let's take that and that, and let's bring that down to there. Take that and put that up there. Take that one, duplicate it, and put that down there. And reorder to top. Reorder to top. Reorder to top. So we're going to have that coming across there. That is two. Where did that come from? from there. Let me just double check where that came from. Component chooser, that is HWS.1. Oh, it did. So where's my enable and healthy? So let's go to the hot water. Enable healthy, disable healthy. I'm sure I brought them across, but I'm just going to take them again. Copy. Go back to my heating. Okay. That's it, because that goes there. And that goes there. Right, that's there. That's HWS. Duplicate. And that is pool. Put that there, bring it down. Pool. Pool. Oops. Pool A. Duplicate. Flow there. And pool B. Pool A, pool B, CT, CT. So those are all my pumps. But only on this page is the CT pumps there. They're my shunt pumps. I'm wondering what to do with them. I think I am going to bring this CHP and all this lot, not you, but I do want you, and I do want you, and I can't get you because you're underneath. Let's bring you down, right down to the, no, I can't bring you right down to the bottom because I can't even bring them right down to the bottom because I've got a bottom nav bar to go in there. So you're going to have to stay there. If anything, I want to take you up. So let's get you all. Come on. And let's take you up there. So it gives me plenty for my nav bar. Right, what am I going to do with all these bloody boxes? What am I going to do with these boxes? I really want to keep the points on the system. Pressurization unit will be on there as well, on this header. Right, how am I going to sort you out? Alright, I think I'm going to have to do a... Mind you, it's only the middle ones, I think. If we leave that as it is there, and we take them and put them there, primary flow temperature, primary return temperature. We need primary flow and primary return. So that means that can't go into there. Because I need a temperature sensor on there. So you, my friend, It's going to have to go up to there. And you, my friend, can stay there, but you are going to have to go down. Take that out, take that out, take that out, that out, and then put these back. And put that back. Up. Right, let's get some elbows. Let's get this done. So you're going to have to go down to, you're going to have to go up, and you are going to have to go down. Right. Take this and put you there. Move you across a bit. Duplicate. And take you down to there. And then HWS. Take you there. And I need a vertical. HWS vertical. Move across one. You go up there. And then T-piece. T down. You can go onto there. T up for the other one. You can go onto there. And now I need to sort out, in fact we'll do it this way, if it will let me. It would have been easier just to bring him in. Duplicate. No, another one. And this one. Right. Now we need some temperature sensors. Duplicate. That's my flow. We're going to have to take that back further, aren't we? Take all that lot and let's move it back a bit more. Control key Z, Control key Z, click on that, move that across there, click on that, move that across there. I need a temperature sensor in there. Duplicate. I need it before it splits to the other boiler. Primary flow, primary return. Duplicate. Flow. This return's not going to sit nice in there, are you? There's not much I can do about you unless we move you to the bottom. Take that out, delete that, and let's get a temperature sensor Sensors, where are you, sensors? Sensors, temperature, vertical, opposite, no, horizontal opposite, that will do it. That will do it. Still got to work out what I'm going to do with these, because I've got to drag all this lot further across so I can put my navigation bar in. Bring them across, and I want that one. Duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. I'm going to end this video in a minute because looking at the time, it's coming up to 1 hour of me doing all this and just talking and the CT pumps 1 and 2 are up there. Let me edit this page. Let me make it larger than what it should be height wise. 5, really big. Move them out the way down there. Take them, bring them there. CT pump 1 and 2 is definite. Oops. I took them, didn't I? Put them back up there. CT pump, in fact we can make that slightly smaller. In fact we could make it a lot smaller. We can take out that, and that's just exactly the same, just duplicated. Make that smaller, make that one smaller, highlight them, bring them in. At least if I've just got 2 squares at the end, that would be fine. Bring them in. CT pump 1 and 2. CT pump 1 is there. CT pump 2 is there. I still don't think it's going to give me enough. I'm not going to cramp all this lot in. Because ideally, in an ideal world, we want just move this. I knew I was going to get hold of that. We want to take that lot and bring it across so that I can bring in my library my right side navigation bar and my bottom navigation bar, bottom nav. That doesn't leave me much, and I don't like that either, so I'm going to take out that header there, highlight all that lot, go down to there, go right across as far as I can, take that and move it to there. I can't fill up any more space. That's it basically. We can't really add any more to that. Trying to think what I could actually move around. I'm going to have a play with that, and I'm going to finish this video now while I have a play with what I can move around and do. And I'll record another video probably tomorrow. Thank you for watching.